Hey guys, it's Sarah. Today we're going to talk about the books I finished in November and what I'm in the middle of. It's going to be a very short video because of stuff and things. The stuff being that I only finished 2 books and they are both going to be featured in vlogs later on this month, so I'm not going to talk a whole lot about them. And I have 1 DNF, which I can talk about, and then that's it. That's it. I finished 2 books this month. It's been kind of nuts. There's definitely, you'll see why. It's not that I'm not reading. I am reading. However, I'm reading at a slower pace, which I'll explain. But it definitely, as far as quantity reading, was not there for me this month. Part of it is because of what I'm currently reading. Part of it is because of there's a lack of desire for me right now to pick up a book. If I'm sitting and have time to read, I'm choosing to do other things. And I'm letting myself do that because I don't want to force anything too much and end up in a reading slump. I definitely don't want to do that. But I also just have felt a little bit frustrated with the lack of desire as well, because I want the desire to be there always, but sometimes it's just not. And I need to kind of just let that ride out because the desire will come back, which I'm hoping will happen in December. But let's talk about what happened in November. Okay, like I said, I finished 2 books. I can't talk too much about them though, because they're coming up in vlogs and I don't just want to repeat myself constantly. So I kind of want to save my thoughts and feelings for those because they're going to be more in depth. But first one was The Last Word by Taylor Adams. This one will be in the reading vlog where I'm reading books that Brittany has picked for me. So I will have this in there, but I did finish it. I also finished my first January arc, which is Witchcraft for Wayward Girls by Grady Hendrix. So I did read that one. That one took me a long time to read, actually, but I did finish it. And I'm going to save my thoughts for a reading vlog because that will be in there as well. So that's going to be coming up actually kind of more towards the end of the month. Sorry, but I will have my full thoughts and feelings on that one. And I did have a DNF. This is going to be an unpopular opinion, guys. I DNF'd The Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches by Sangu Mandana. We read this for our book club. And straight up, guys, I didn't like it. I didn't like it. And I was trying so hard, but I was not buying the chemistry between the 2 main characters. There was a lot of very abrupt change in opinions on things, like to the point where it was almost whiplash. Like, wait, 2 seconds ago you were vehemently against this, and then 2 seconds later you're totally fine with it and encouraging it. Okay. And I wasn't enjoying it. I didn't feel like picking it up. And I kind of felt like this was just going to be okay if I even enjoyed it a little bit. That's the feeling I was getting. And I got over 100 pages in. So this is not like I DNF'd it after 20 pages. This was like, I was 130 pages in and I was like, I cannot do this anymore. Now, book club, no one else in my book club liked it either, which was very interesting. I was like, everybody on BookTube loves this book. And no one in my book club liked it, like literally nobody. So that was just kind of funny. And then a couple of people also DNF'd it, but a couple of people did finish it, even though they didn't like it. And they were telling us what was happening. And I was like, I would have been really annoyed. So I'm glad I stopped. And then we had a dramatic reading of the love scene in here, which was hilarious. You guys, I have not laughed that hard in a long time, but it was so funny. Yeah. So this was not it for me. I did not like it. And that's what it is. Okay. Currently reading. I have 3 things that I'm currently reading. I'm currently reading The Reckless Oath We Made by Bryn Greenwood for Brittany's vlog as well. Sorry, I don't have it in the room here with me, but I am currently reading that one. And then these other 2 books that I'm reading are one of the big reasons I have not had the quantity this month, because I'm reading 2 very, very big books right now. One of them is Malice by John Gwynne. I have started my reread of this. I'm reading it with my friend, and we are really enjoying it. However, it is a very big book. So, but I'm enjoying my reread. I'm definitely realizing I have forgotten a lot of the minor plot points that are important. I remember the major ones, definitely. And when I'm being introduced to characters, I'm remembering kind of their storylines and where they end up going. So that's good. But a lot of the details I have forgotten, a lot of the characters I've forgotten. There are so many characters in this book. It's kind of nuts. But I am enjoying my reread. But this one is definitely something that just takes time because it's a big one. I am also buddy reading All the Colors of the Dark by Chris Whitaker, which is also huge. I'm reading this with a group of people. And let me tell you, though, you guys, when I do sit down to read, this is what I want to pick up. I'm not even like super far into, I'm this far into it. Like, wait, where's my bookmark? Right there. This is how far into it I am. But I'm convinced this is going to be one of my favorite books of the year. The writing is some of the best writing I've read. So, thoroughly enjoying this. However, it took me quite a bit to get used to the writing style. It's a very different writing style, and it's kind of like you either love it or hate it. Luckily, I love it, but it took some time for me to get used to it. So now I'm to a point where I'm reading it faster. At first, though, I was reading very slowly. It took me a while to get through, like even a few pages. But this one is, yeah, I feel like it's going to be a favorite. Yeah. Time-wise / desire to read anything at all. But when I do want to read, this is what I want to read. So there's that. Okay, that's the situation happening over here. I only finished 2 books in November. I DNF'd 1. I'm in the middle of 3, and it's just slow going right now. Very slow going. I have been doing some other stuff I want to do. We're getting into full Christmas mode, which I'm very happy about, but that is taking some time. There are some events that are happening as well with my husband's work and everything that I'm participating in. So there's that is taking time away. So we'll see how it goes. I've also been getting really into puzzles lately and wanting to do puzzles. So that's what I've been doing. I'm just leaning into it. It's totally fine. All right. That is going to be it for me today. So, yeah, that was November in a very small nutshell. And you'll hear about the 2 books that I have finished later on. Sorry about that, but got to keep something secrets. Okay. Let me know what you guys read in November. How did November go for you? Are you anticipating a good December reading month? Let me know. I'm really hoping I can get some good books read in December, and we'll see how it all goes. All right. Hope you guys have a great day. See you soon. Bye.